Welcome back to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Today we're focusing on the F8 function inside Prima. This function is used by SLAs and managers to determine how much money we can give a customer on a loan or buy, based on the item's carat, weight, and metal type. When you press F8, it opens up the gold calculator, which helps you figure out how much money we can offer on a particular item. But first, let's go over our non-negotiable loan standards. Greet every customer within 5 seconds. Use probing questions to qualify the customer, NIHA. Have the customer test the merchandise to ensure it functions properly. Explain the 30-day contract and circle the due date and 1-month charge. If the customer wants to pick up their loan, politely attempt to extend the loan. Thank the customer, give a loan guarantee card, and ask for a Google review. So what happens when you press F8? Well, when you press F8 on Prima, it opens up the gold calculator window. At the top of the window, you'll see 3 tabs: Calculator, Calendar, and Metal. This is the main tab we'll use to determine how much we can loan or buy on a specific item. In this webinar, our focus will be that Metal tab, because that's where we'll get the numbers that tells us how much we can potentially give a customer. This Metal tab is where you enter all the key information to find out how much you can loan or buy on a gold, silver, or platinum item. Here's what you'll see and use. You'll see the type. Is it a loan, a buy, is it scrap? You'll see the weight. How much does the gold weigh? You'll see the unit. It defaults to grams automatically. You'll see the metal. Is it 10 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat? Is it platinum or silver? You'll see the add button to generate the offer. And you'll see the delete button in case you need to remove a line. This tab gives you everything you need to start building the loan or buy offer for the customer. Right below the entry field in the metal tab, you'll see the spot price section for gold, silver, and platinum. This section shows the current market value per ounce for each metal, basically what pure 24 karat gold is worth before we break it down into 10, 14, or 18 karat. You'll also see a timestamp showing when it was last updated, a refresh icon, 2 arrows to pull the most recent rate. And if for some reason it doesn't update or you need to adjust it, you can click inside the boxes and manually enter the current price to match your local market. You can also change the currency if needed, like switching from US dollars to Barbados or Jamaican dollars, depending on where you're located. This gives you the base value you need to help you determine how much we can offer. Here's how to use the gold calculator when doing a loan. First, select loan. Then enter the weight of the item, for example 10 grams. Then leave the unit as grams. Then select the carat item by type, whether it's 10, 14, 18, or whatever it is. Then click add. Once you hit add, the system will show you what the scrap value is at 100% for that item. This dollar amount is what you'll probably offer a really good customer based on NIHA. Always remember NIHA, because if you don't think the customer's coming back, you don't want to give 100%. We want to manage our risk. So make sure you're always qualifying the customer to ensure we loan for PSC, not just to hand out money. When you're doing a buy, the steps are almost the same. Instead of loan, you select the buy. Enter the weight, leave the unit as grams, select the carat, and click add. The system will automatically show you 80% of scrap value. This is our default buy percentage. But that doesn't mean you have to pay that amount. We can offer less if the customer is willing, or more if it's a sellable item. Be a pawnbroker. Work the deal, and remember, we buy for GP. Let's briefly talk about the custom option. In the type drop-down, there's a custom option. This allows you to enter any percentage manually, whether it's 50%, 60%, 95%, whatever fits the deal. Use this when you want more control in a unique situation, you're negotiating, or you need to stay competitive. After selecting custom, a box pops up so you can enter any percentage you need to know. It's a great tool to give you more control of the negotiation. The gold calculator also lets you add multiple items in the same transaction. For example, the customer might bring in a 14 karat gold chain, a 10 karat gold charm, a sterling silver bracelet, and a platinum ring. For each item, you select the type, the weight, the metal, and click add. This system will automatically group them on the gold, silver, and platinum. On the bottom right hand side, you'll see the word total, followed by a possible amount the customer qualifies for, depending on NIHA. As you all start using this gold calculator, here's some key reminders. The system shows you what's possible, not what you must offer. Use NIHA to decide the right amount for the loan. For buys, always remember, we buy for GP. Use the custom option when you need to adjust the percentage amount. Always refresh the spot price regularly. Don't forget that you can manually enter spot price or switch currencies when needed. And use the delete button if you need to remove anything. F8 doesn't make the deal, you do. And now it's time for a quick recap. The F8 function opens the gold calculator. There's 3 tabs: calculator, calendar, and metal. Use the metal tab to figure out how much we can loan or buy. Remember that spot price equals scrap value. Loans show at 100%, buys default to 80%. Use customs from the drop-down when you need flexibility. When adding multiple items, check the total on the bottom right-hand corner. Always apply NIHA when loaning, and remember, we loan for PSC and we buy for GP. And once again, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy day to listen to another edition of our weekly webinar series. Have a great day, and let's make some money.